done something else. What do? Do you start an argument? How does romantic love work in marriage? That's the power of romantic love. You will allow her to stand back for yourself and allow her to be herself. And that is so powerful. That is so powerful of romantic love. To allow each other to be him or herself. When he rocks up at home with Harley Davidson, just let it be, because that's who men are. And then life goes on. And there are days that are filled with joy and happiness. And you will know it's every time when people look at you, you become a model for other people to follow. Because romantic love will give you that ability to accept and know and say to yourself, I have made a mistake here and there. But I have the ability, I have romantic love to say I am sorry. And on the other hand, it's romantic love that will give you that ability to say, yes, I can forgive. Because you're as much human as I am. And I can forgive again and again and again until we get it right. Might take years. And then you grow older. And you become like understanding each other, but you never will. And things will change. You will walk slower, Carl, and the grey hair will appear, and even her beauty might fade a little bit over the years. But so will his eyesight. He won't notice it. So don't worry about it. He won't notice it. But through it all, romantic love will give you that ability to carry on as long as you're alive, and power and life in you. And I want to close this, a beautiful story of an old couple, well in their 80s, walking in a beautiful park like this. And every now and then this old man stops, look at this beautiful old lady, hugs, kisses, and everybody notices they are still so in love. And someone walk up to them and says, wow, we can see you're still in love. You're holding hands, kisses, hugs. How long have you been married? And this old lady answers, she says, we've been married for 60 years. She says, how do you do that? How do you manage that? And she answers, she says, you know, from that very first day, we loved each other romantically. And that made the difference. But over the years, we have learned how to fix things. Whether it's between the two of you, family, friends, children, romantic love will give you that ability to go through the weeks and the months and the year until you're old and grey and still romantically in love. May God bless you. God cover you in his hand, keep you in the palm of his hand as long as you shall live. May you enjoy each other's love and grow old gracefully. May God bless you. Now I'm going to ask you to turn to each other and give each other the right hand. Carl, Maya, may I now ask both of you if you're aware of any impediment to your proposed marriage? Can both of you answer no?
No.
No. Maya, do you take this hunk of a young man as your lawfully wedded husband, to love him, to care for him, to be at his side, keep you from all others in good times, but also not so good times? Can you say, I do?
I do.
Carl, you want to rethink this? You ready? Carl, you take this beautiful young lady as your lawfully wedded wife, to love her, to care for her, to protect her, keep you from all others in good times, but also not so good times. And so you say, I do.
I do.
Now, I want to invite Kirsten to come and do her reading. Please, Kirsten, will you please come forward?
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, Indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all of those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. For you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
Thank you, Carl. Kristen. Carl, one more thing. Will you repeat one sentence after me? I, Carl Smith, promise
I, Carl Smith,
faithfully
faithfully
to do the dishes and the laundry,
to do the dishes and the laundry,
marry him immediately. They've made their vows. Now we're going to give them an opportunity to do their vows. Open their hearts and their hearts and minds, and tell us how much they love each other. Maya, your turn.
Even though we've been together for 3 years, I can hardly remember my life before you. Finding you was like finding a missing piece of the puzzle. And now that I am complete, it is no longer me, it is us. Even though we were just friends at first, I knew deep down that the universe brought us together for a reason. There was one day when I felt a distinct shift, and I admitted to myself what I had been feeling all along. We had gone to see a movie, and afterwards you asked me if there was anywhere I needed to be. I did have plans, but I immediately said no. It was then that my world seemed to pause. To be sure, I took note that you were someone to hold on to. It was crystal clear after that day that you were the one for me, and I knew I would do anything for you. That feeling has stayed with me ever since, and has only grown stronger over time. The day you proposed was one of the happiest days of my life. And today, as that proposal becomes a reality, I'm overjoyed that I get to marry the love of my life. You are the only one in the world who knows my true self, knows all the pieces of me, and loves me for who I am. You are my greatest supporter. You help me make decisions when I'm lost, and you lift me up when I can't lift myself up. I love that even when spending time together means doing nothing at all, we can still create some of our most memorable moments. I love the way you absent-mindedly pull your beer hairs out, and when you randomly throw an Arabic or French word into our conversation. I love that every single time I drive, you promise that next time, even if you're tired, you will take the wheel because you hate my driving. I love that you are honest no matter what, and that you make me feel safe and adored. I love when you unexpectedly surprise me, like the time you met me at the airport late at night. It is the small gestures like this that makes me fall in love with you every day. As we take this next step in life together, I know you will not only be a devoted husband, but the best friend and partner I can imagine. Kyle, my love for you is unconditional. It is easy to love during the happiest moments, but marriage is all-encompassing, and I promise to stay by your side through all obstacles that might come our way. Throughout our relationship, we have always communicated, working through challenges as a team, and as a result, our relationship is rock solid. Today, I affirm my love for you, and I promise that I will continue to be open and honest, to fight for us, and to put our relationship first. I will make sure we are never too serious and can find humor in life, even during difficult situations. I promise to make even the smallest of our accomplishments, like eating breakfast or changing a light bulb, into an exciting part of our lives. I promise to always give you back tickles because I know it's your favorite thing in the world. I promise to constantly annoy you with how many pictures I take. And I promise that when we're old and gray, we will look back on our lives together and have no regrets. Despite the stresses and distractions of the world, I will work to continually make our marriage strong and honorable. 3 years after our first encounter, I still feel at peace and at home when I'm with you, and I look forward to spending the rest of my life with you.
Wow, that was awesome. Wow. How? Can you do better?
I should have gone first.
Your turn, Carl.
Early in our relationship, I knew without question that you were the one I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. My feelings were confirmed the first time I met your friends and family. Their warmth and kindness were reflected in you. And learning about your background solidified the belief that you were the one. After that trip, I wanted to spend every waking moment with you. The first time I went on a trip without you, I felt like a part of me was missing. And after 3 months of dating, when we were at a party, and I told you that I would one day marry you, I was never so certain of anything in my life. Over the years, you have shown me unconditional love and patience without ever attempting to change me. But you have changed me. You pushed me to follow my dream of seeing as much of the world as possible, and putting others first. In doing so, you have shown me what it means to be loved and to be loved. The little things you do, like always giving me your last bit of food when you're still hungry, crying during every sad movie that we watch, are small examples of the care and compassion that you show, not me, but everyone who is lucky to cross paths with you. Your passion and drive are contagious, and you have changed me forever. I'll never be able to thank you enough for that. I know our future together will bring great joy. Inevitably, there will be obstacles, but when we have faced challenges in the past, I have always been confident that you were with you by my side. Our love for one another is unbreakable, and only grows stronger as we navigate whatever life throws our way. Maya, I cannot promise a perfect life, but I can promise to stand strong with you and do everything in my power to be the best person that I can be, and build a relationship of equality, knowing that together we will build a life far better than either of us could do alone. I promise that I will work hard to keep things exciting and not get stuck in a routine. I promise to support you with your goals, to always communicate with you, and to share the weight of things when life gets hard. I will tolerate your crazy driving, wait patiently while you take ages to get ready, and I will always find your clumsiness adorable, like when you fell on our second date and you nearly hit that couple in Thailand on your scooter. I will make our time together a priority, whether it's grabbing a beer at the pub, beating you at PlayStation, or dragging you to the gym at 6 a.m. Above all, I promise always to be by your side, hand in hand, to hold you as your husband and love you forever. I love you so much more than these words could ever express, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life.
That's beautiful. Give him a hand. That is awesome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they have made the vows and commitment and promised that they will love each other as long as they shall live. We're going to seal these vows now with rings. May I have the rings, please? Maya, there was a moment in your life when you realized this is your man. He probably knelt before you and asked you to marry him. You've made your vows, promised that you would love him. Now you may take that ring and seal your vows. Promise him that you will love him with all of your heart as long as you shall live. You may seal your vows. Also your opportunity after you've made your vows. Promise that you will love this beautiful young lady as long as you shall live. You may now take that ring and seal those vows. Promise that I will love you romantically as long as I shall live. And now for that moment Maya was dreaming her whole life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Republic of South Africa, it's my honor, it's my pleasure to pronounce you married. Husband and wife, you may kiss your bride. Maya, you may now change your Facebook status to married. While you remain seated, we're going to do a blessing prayer. Let us just pray together. Our gracious Father, we thank you for this wonderful opportunity today to bind this beautiful couple in the bond of love that will last a lifetime. And if I could lift them up today, put them on your lap so that you can put your strong arms around them and tell them, Carl, Maya, I created you. I bring you together in the bond of love. I will guide you, I will keep you in the palm of my hand until that day you'll have to say goodbye again. Therefore now I bless them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Now on my left is the love box. They're going to take their vows and place it in that box. There's a bottle of, I'm not sure, in South Africa we call it a lekker. Yes, that's a bottle of Shiraz. They're going to put in their vows, and there's a special love letter they wrote to each other. And on their first anniversary, they will open it up, read it again, and have a bottle of Shiraz on that lovely day. May God bless you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite the two witnesses to join us inside where we will sign the register. And with this, I hand over to you, Master of Ceremonies. May you enjoy the day. I will introduce them to you once we've finished with the declaration of marriage. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Reception.